relaxing, deep relaxation confronts you with some fundamental feelings that are hiding behind the anxiety or behind the stress. One of them is relief. We all like that version of relaxing, the sensation of letting go of a weight that is crushing your shoulders, and then you feel like, oh, why do I have to carry this? And you have a feeling of like, oh, yesterday was yesterday, or whatever he thinks is his problem, and you kind of have this feeling of being lighter after the release. So one of the feelings that we experience when we relax physically and in our felt experience is relief. But another feeling that comes is fear. When you abandon yourself, literally, when you abandon who you think you are and you fall back into not knowing, it's scary. It's scary because whoever I am in the daytime, whoever has created these patterns of behavior and these structures in my life and these relationships, I know it might be unsatisfying and disappointing at times, but I know. And every time I let go of the construction and I fall into the field of not knowing, it's a little death. But the knowing that you gotta return, the feeling that you might see something that then is difficult to integrate later on when you put the human suit, sometimes it's daunting. And sometimes this keeps us away from really falling to our depth because we feel intimidated by what we might find there. If you have decided that you want to go there, you have your reasons, but you have decided that you want to go to your depth, then this fear is a stretch that we must traverse. Sometimes it's bigger than others, sometimes it's just a little like ooh. Sometimes, depending where you are and depending how deep your practice becomes that day, can be really intimidating. And sometimes it can even turn and be completely exhilarating and just open up to an ocean of serenity that is absolutely amazing. But there is a crossover through a field of fear. And another one that it touches very tenderly and very nearly our human experience is sadness. You know, when you let go of something that was a pain in the ass, you can imagine how we feel relief. But some of the things that we let go are things that are just precious. You know, you are letting go of the memories of your baby being in your arms, or you are letting go of your youth, or a relationship that was filled with love but didn't work out. Living implies losing. Life makes no distinctions. Whether the experience is beautiful or is ugly, they're all destined to pass. Nothing stays. There is a wisdom in accepting this. There is a process in accepting this. But it is sad. So when we relax in our savasana, as we relax our body during the exhalation, we feel a tinge of fear and a tinge of sadness. And to the degree that I can integrate my sadness and my fear, to that degree, I get the relief of not being in resistance with the way things are, from which I can then meet life available. I can be present to live within the difficulties and the fears and the sadness because I don't see that it should not be there. I don't see that I should not feel it. I don't see the need to defend myself from it because I have become acquainted with both emotions in my exhales. And that is a relief. When you are not in resistance to fear and sadness, there is so much more space to appreciate beauty and to give yourself to others and to give yourself to love without constantly feeling that you have to resist and protect yourself.